going? Where you going? Where you going? Get back here. You gonna use the bathroom? Go use the bathroom. Get some water? Go get some water. I know I can be long with it. Go. Please, please. I shouldn't say gone like I'm running. You ain't in control of me. Who you yelling at? Whoever trying to put these cuffs on me, chains on me, the Django gone. What's up, y'all? Hey, topic came up today. Had some, right? Just my perspective, quelling. Y'all know the deal. Making it today, getting it today. Picket fence, apple pie, all that kind of stuff that we heard back in the day. Is it possible? For sure. For sure. It's America, man. Everything possible in America, right? But is who you are matter? For sure. Big D, I think you're a little younger than me. I know you are. So things that you don't understand, or you do and you just could care less about that. That's a benefit that puts people over us. To not be able to recognize that foreigners coming in to the country get foreign aid, student visas, da. See what I'm talking about? Loopholes. What you got over here, born in this country? Basic benefits that you got to fight for, that can be taken from you easily. Even though we see so much of that going on now during this administration, because this administration understands the way I see it. We want to put the money back in people's hands that built this country, back in their pockets, that live here, been here, their kids been here, and We want to put it back in the hands of those folks that actually did come off that plantation, that we know for a fact we did wrong. Society was looking wrong, being wrong back then. You see what I'm talking about? So a lot of what I'm understanding, seeing within self and looking at outside, is the reparations come from me and you, and understanding and awareness. What's that? What we haven't been getting because of, and we can point to, because it's in the news. Minneapolis, when you're looking at foreigners coming through, and they're able to capitalize better than us, because that's what D is talking about. They come in, they capitalize it, yeah, but they get benefits. Are you not hearing that? They get aid. Are you not hearing that? No, because money and capitalism fog your judgment, fog your decision, fog your whatever, where makes you become irresponsible to those who are not in the demographics that you were able to be in, or were not in the position that you were able to be in. I don't know your skinny, I don't know your whole thing, but what couple of things I do know, that Stein and Stagner and blockade us in our culture. Damn sure being in that single family home and mama just raising you. No daddy there, for sure. No daddy there. And then you're in a demographic of, like my brother say, Spider Lope, BG, and all them other ones say. Listen to him. Said it eloquently. Man, we in Los Angeles, right? I don't really know where exactly. I'm thinking Compton, right? Said, man, shoot, don't believe the hype. My mama just like mine. My mama and my auntie them, man, they on us. You ain't finna be no banger, da. But being because of who we was and our family all deep in it, see what I'm talking about? But he said, man, we smart kids, cuz. Don't let us fool you. We went to private school, stuff like that. Stop playing. But demographics played a part because it was the biggest influence, a bigger influence. Going to private schools and all that stuff helps and all that stuff. But not seeing the private school teacher in action on what she's doing or he doing, or not seeing more and more of them people when you come out that school, but seeing more of your environment and stuff like that. Demographics plays a part, young man. I can testify to that. If I would have stayed in California, 14, Sean wouldn't be here. Sean be in jail. Sean be a leader of one of them gangs out there. Sean being corn. or Sean B running around with the hives. You pick and choose. Success? Demographics play a part. Single mother, teenager, no grip. I call it like I call it. I had to go in that system. I had to sit in front of that judge and make a decision to go with my father rather than going to that ranch. Because my mother, she was cool with me going to that ranch, knowing my father was a PIMP low-key. You ain't gonna watch out to him. Plus, I know your type of family over there. Know what y'all do. See what I'm talking about? So demographics play a part. Because definitely when I moved to Texas, dirt road Texas, not a whole lot, but not a whole lot of trouble. Kid, no, we ain't going in and out the police station. Ain't no juvenile hall. You been to juvie? Nah, ain't nobody. All the kids in jail. What you talking about? Where'd you go this summer? Cause wasn't nothing to do in Texas. Where'd you go? What? So, come back. Holla at your boy. So demographics play a part. I was able to grow in Texas. I was able to be a part of sports and stuff significantly because I was a part of sports in California, but sports was like a hobby out there. Being honest. Parents put their kids in sports to stay out of, go, why you got your baby in sports? Because I don't want them running around with red and blue and who else and all them. Come on now. Come on, mom and daddy, and even the GDs in it. Come on. I mean, Big U was youth football this day. Why? Because they know, OGs know. This keeps them, I can occupy them, problem, double-edged sword. I still got the older ones though that, and I'm still kind of teetering over here, talking to them. You see what I'm talking about? It's the reality. Getting caught in that game too deep, it can suck you back in. So that's why I understood. I would have stayed, I would have got sucked in that game like that, man. Real talk. Real talk. Everybody know that, all right? So demographics definitely plays a part. Thus, the reason why I'm so adamant to keep on preaching to whoever listen, rich, poor, whatever, especially us in our culture, when we start demanding on a level like Miss Matthews, Dr. Matthews, I should say, down there in Houston, who goes and to these buildings, abandoned, whatever, and gets these people to rectify what we doing with this. People live here, we gonna live in these conditions. Why is this building up? This is where we're at. In so many of our hoods and places we live and stuff like that, our kids are walking past abandoned building houses and stuff like that, And what is that doing into their psyche? What is that doing into their future understanding? And it's not every culture, right? See where we're at. Demographics play a part. I'm asking society why you have to keep 20, 30, 40, 50-year buildings abandoned in black and brown communities standing to make it already look like a war zone. Some of these places look just like Ukraine and Russia, Iran right now. And they ain't been in no war other than economic war, lack of resources, lack of give a damn, like in Indiana. That's a clear indication. That's a whole state that then went through, started out, you ain't heard nothing about FEMA, nothing. Resources, nothing. But we hear a lot about money being frauded here, money being frauded there. There's FEMA money right there. This politician, this banker, this judge, this, that, there's FEMA money right there. Everybody understand what I'm saying? How do you quell it? Your vote matters today more than any other day. Who we put in these offices matter. And then you know it matters because who you got in office right now and you holding their feet to the fire so much that what? Folks don't even want to run no more. Folks don't even want to come to the podium and talk about serious substance stuff no more. Folks are cool with shutting stuff down because that's the better answer, because we ain't got no answer. Or they don't got no answer. There's answers. But if they start doing that, then we start really politicking out here. And that'll look strange after not politicking for a while. Won't it? What you mean, Sean? Example. We've been out here with the 5 pillars of rap music and R&B music, and everybody know it, right? What are they? Let's talk about it. B, you ain't saying B in your music. B. Like not bro, but B, right? The female dog. You ain't flashing what everybody else don't got. Eat. No, not food stamps, food, money. Fake money, real change, fake change. You ain't flashing that. If you ain't MTV like on your crib with your house and cars and all that, you know? If your chain ain't 40,000 K and big and thick and when I'm putting and bought off with Bitcoin, Quickcoin, and Itcoin, you ain't. Right? Did I miss any of the 5 top pillars for rap and our music? Our music, I should say our music, because we the only ones that charge it that hard like that. You ever see on the outside of other, we could talk about other cultures, they nicely well-rounded. They got a lot of India Aries and Music Soul Child and Lenny Kravitz, and they got, we only be having a sprinkle and a whole lot of this. Why is that? I asked a question, why is that? When we, new school, well, I understand, because I was somebody who grew up on special ed. Y'all know who special ed is? You might not. He just came up in the thing, but I'm gonna tell you something. One of my favorite rappers back in the day, if not the favorite. Go back and, beloved, I dare you, another dare. Go back and analyze special ed. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me, I ain't that, I call it what it is. If you was great at what you do, you just great at what you do. You know what I'm talking about? It was that one. Like Queen Latifah was that. Watch this. But they had to. Now, Grand Poobah, now. We might can let Tribe Called Quest come. No, watch this. I'm finna hit you. One of my best too. Tribe Called Quest. Look, we can let Tribe come in here. They had Tribe had Chiefs. Tribe knew something. We're gonna get in here. Watch this. Tribe did what I do. I did what Tribe did. Ain't no blurred line. Ain't no line. We right in between. We all we got. Speak up here with that wisdom, We be down here with these beautiful ladies too. Have all the XXS like Pop. I have all of them, all obsession, all of them. You want to be in the video? That's my girlfriend. Holla at your boy. Treat people like people. For who they are. Really? Not the description. Not because they can fake you out and make you seem, oh, you a good person. You drive a Lexus and you wear pearls and you working that, all that. I know you a good. Shit, better stop playing. Everybody, who not here? We here? All right. We bring this up because they say the young folk, listen to the horn. Young folk got it bad. Young folk, I ain't gonna sit up and tell you. Not you got it bad, but you in trying times right now. But so many here to show you and tell you you're not in tumultuous times. These are transitional times, positioning times, inventive times. Think about that. Inventive time. So much energy on the next way of being and doing things is here today. It's here today. Issue. Won't lie to you. Won't tell you no lie. You got old heads. It's the fight right now. You got old heads fighting the young system that wants to come in. You got old heads fighting to keep the old system floating for their purpose because they're still living. And they don't want to live under a new system. Feel like they'll get lost. I'm trying to tell you something. I sit here in between, half of it, right? 50, 7 days in a minute. You see what I'm talking about? 7 years in a minute. So the older ones are worried about what will X me out, what will make me irrelevant. See how that go? When I've been so relevant for so long, you gotta think about that. All of us, right? So in that, you young folk, you gotta push through. You must. There's a future to be built. You see what I'm talking about? Without all this humbuggishness and stuck in our ways. I can tell you that. Sean can. Because there's so many things that I'm stuck in my ways because of my old dog don't want to learn new tricks. Because the new tricks is trying to be taught to me, they're using them for bull, BS, and corruption. And I can see through it. You see what I'm talking about? And how dare I be a part of people who use people, manipulate people, step on people's toes, kill people, sacrifice people to get to a position and then want to bring me up and say, yeah, woo, woo, yeah, you too can be up. No, I ain't. Not Sean. No. I love me too much for somebody else to use me, let somebody else use me. See what I'm talking about? Now, but you let the military use you when but that was for a purpose, and it was a use type thing. I was getting paid to get used. I'm still getting paid after being used. So is it me being used or the 1% that's serving that military know how to use that system? No difference from the percentage that use the stock market and know how to live off that. No difference from the 1% that percentage that know how to be owners of companies and live off that. See how I'm getting that, beloved? Anybody? For sure. All right. Once again, continue to encourage. You getting a lot of this service talk and all this stuff and da-da-da and blah because we had a war. You're going to go to war. You're going to do things, peacekeepings and stuff like that. But it's a sacrifice for your country. And then after you can look back and I like me, example, once again. And I live in a military town, so many battles, brothers and sisters can tell you, yep, I put that 20 years in, 25, 30, 40 years. I did them tours and all that stuff. And they can sit there and tell you when you ask them, if they still here, did it pay off? Yes. I'm not in jail. And I don't have to do stuff to put me in jail. Yes. I got used. But my disability and all the stuff that I went through, Uncle Sam made sure in that contract you take care of my country while you doing your sacrifice for the rest of your life. We're going to take care of y'all. They continue to uphold that and honor that. Don't ever forget that. I'm not a man of war. All right? Thirsty for it. Didn't have to actually go to a combat until this last couple of tours. Really wasn't part of the combat because we artillery in so many ways, so we're not the front line. My part, not the front line. We're in the back, way far back. I made sure of that for my life safety. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's my life expectancy on this damn battlefield? Oh, okay, yeah. Higher than most of these folks. So when all these, I shouldn't say fools, I'm sorry about it, but when all of them that had that job wanted to be ground soldiers, infantry, forward observers, da-da-da, when they gone, then I need to be looking around like, what the majizzy? You know what I'm talking about? All right. But it's a life, all right? It's a life. It's an honorable life in it. I'll always feel that. Nobody can take that away from me. Even off the rhetoric that we had to hear. Are you going to have to hear, are you going to fight for the white man? Oh, you going, and I'm like, I'll help you with combating that crap, because that's stinking thinking. Do white folks just live in this country? Oh, okay. Because I was like, I had to listen to that stuff. And at the time, a little younger, you know what I'm saying? And knew better though, because just one ear out the other. Older family and, you see what I'm talking about? College buddies and stuff and all that stuff. Even when I retired, I ain't lying. Retired, far better, got far more than all these fools. And I'm not talking about it, patting myself on the back, but I'm just being real with you. And your own kind will come and say, I respect that you went in there, Shell, and da-da-da, but I just wouldn't have went in there, and you look and watch. Hey, what you got going on, man? What you doing, bro? Oh, I still work at this moving furniture. So from the time I talked to you in 2000, it was around when Lyndon died. That's a whole story. Y'all will hear that in the book, but I put it when Lyndon died, and we all was talking, right? Person in school still, or talking about they were, and moving furniture. What you got going on, man? Retired? Chilling with my family, taking care of my mom? Beloved, this is why I say I can't buy into racism no more. Not today. Not today. Not today. It's not racism from human beings today. It's purely jealous and hatred. We've been around each other too long for it to be racism. When you sit up there and you live amongst each other, live on top of each other, command with each other and da-da-da, it ain't racism. Be up there messing with each other's, we mess with each other's wives, women, and all this stuff, outside races, all this stuff. Hide that we ain't, da-da-da. Get up late at night, 12:30 in the morning and stuff, when people sleep, to run over the other races across the tracks and stuff to be with them, because we don't want nobody to see us. We don't got to, then they, you see what I'm talking about? It's not racist no more. And so many of us need to continue to step up and show that it ain't racist. It's a system that feeds off, and always did, racism. It feeds off the system to be racist. But is it to promote that like it is? Because when you promote racism, you say, man, white people racism. White people racist. You put everybody and their mama who's white in that barrel. Everybody. Whether you know it or not, you did. See how it go? I can't do that. Not me. Not me, who slept next to, bled next to, ate next to, cried, cuddled. I mean, Caucasian men crying on platoon sergeant's shoulder. Don't work for me. And I ain't talking about just in that military. Don't work for me. And it definitely don't work for me, Stephen A., when I'm talking about in my own culture, when it's more prominent among ourselves. The hatred, the jealousy. So damn high. Tasha K ain't lying. Why everybody getting on Tasha K for? Americans only in America, in the farm of America, we can't get along with each other. And the only time we start getting along with each other, pay attention now. Don't go, don't leave. Don't leave because you don't like me telling the truth now. Only reason why you know that that's so true is because why? If we not getting along with each other, English speaking, just good. That's the only thing we know. English. Speak English. Old English. It don't matter. Ebonics, da da da. And the best thing, then it's a no wonder, ain't it? You laughing, but watch this. It's a double-edged sword. Watch this. Pay attention. Do you black folks in America fight among yourselves? Well, yes, we do. Do y'all show a kindness, a likeness to each other? You know, like, are y'all on y'all universal thing? What's that, man? Like, you see each other like, what's up, sis? What's up, sis? Don't even mean, you know how I do that look. What's up, sis? Yeah, we don't do that no more. We don't big each other up no more. Just like that you know, y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh, somebody. We don't look at each other. And if we do look at each other, we mean mug each other. Over with each other. Over with each other. But right off the bat, like that old, what's up, yo? You good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? All right. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Because if it was still there, these young people would have caught on to it, still not have left them. That Kool-Aid would still be permanent. When they see each other, they better know each other, because if they don't, what's coming out? You know him? He part of who she? Yeah. And you gotta commend them in such a way. I leave you with this. You gotta commend them in such a way. Because at least they vetting. I'm being real to the whole steel, to the everything. I got spoiled in that institution called the military. This is just trills right here, for sure. Just watch this. I understand you go in there. We all understand. You one color when you go in there. And you want to play that game of individuality and race and all that, you're going to get squashed in there. Especially if you're in some of these artillery or, you know, some of them, you know what I'm talking about? Them humping units, infantry stuff. Yeah, you're going to. Because we ain't trying to play that. We ain't got time for that when we go across that wall. So we get spoiled. Because I say we get spoiled because after a while you stay year, 4 years, 5 years, and you thinking like, man, this is the best place, man. People so, man, we woo. But I wasn't in an illusion, beloved. Don't ever think that with me. And I know many of y'all, because I'm gonna explain it to you. It's a disciplinary action. You can play that game you want to. But there's some disciplinary, UCMJ, summarize all this stuff, what you want to play this racist card and and be racist with it and Okay. See what I'm talking about? Leaders and all. You get caught. You can get caught in there. And it can get ugly. Because when you make your rank and and that's something. Your rank and that is that symbolizes to others that you're a leader and you're effective and you're good at what you do and So when you get that scar, that stigma of Saul's racist, First Sergeant racist, DC racist, Cap, that don't fit well. See what I'm talking about? See the difference? That don't fit well. Folk quickly gotta quell that stuff. Now, does that mean it ain't there? No, the hatred's still there. It's still there. Don't. We know. But what it does is it brings a discipline within the human being, right? Because that's how we're supposed to look at each other in there. That not in here though. And we'll say that it's not in here. Wearing this suit in here, not in here. You ain't. You go home and with it, you can. Do you? That's why you sacrifice in this military, so that if your freedom of speech and all that stuff is borderline, and it better be borderline, because it won't come out straight out and be like, I hate it when they off and all that stuff, and then be able to come back on without somebody telling them, so we run around their neighborhood talking about they hate y'all. and then come back to work with you and stuff. You ain't gonna have to get kicked out. Folk gonna kick you. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. So a discipline understood. Out here, ain't against the law. Should be, huh? It kind of is too. Beautiful one said something about it the other day. It is against the law. Hanging is against the law, which is a racist act, right? Putting a cross in somebody's yard is against the law, which is a racist act, right? Stemming off of back in the day, right? That was racist acts. So it is against the law to do these things. Now it might be time to put actual, if whatever crime done or whatever situation is, if it falls under racism or whatever, that should be an extra law ticket or something, penalty. Something. I'm sorry. That's how you keep the melting pot discipline. You see what I'm talking about? No, we won't tolerate this right here. Now you can have your freedom of expression, freedom of gathering. We know how to go. You know, there might be a time when, hey, folk, y'all want to get together and see if we black? Still, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get together and see if we still, white? Yeah. How about y'all want to find out we still Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, we still Japanese? Y'all, the festivals and stuff like that, to get together and stuff, just to magnify that, hey, we still a culture. We still eat this, we still eat that, we still wear this, still that. Talking about the Hawaiians and all the beautiful stuff and colorful that we bring on our streets out here in America. Talk to them. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Tune off. Let's go. Frequency. Why here right now? Like this. What's the purpose and stuff? Sum it up in one. You done heard it so much before, but it's just how it is, because when you study in the system, then you understand why it's doing what it's doing. Who's been dictating the system for so long since you've been alive? Come on. Who's been dictating the movement of this system, whatever you call it, matrix, whatever you call it, what we call it, United States, who been dictating the movement for you, me, all of us? Some say Gov, okay. Some say corporate, okay. Some say elite, oligarchs, whatever you want to look at it, okay. Ooh. Some say the drug dealers, the gangs. Ooh, nice. Who been dictating the movement since you've been born? And if you chose any of them, you right on top of it, because all of them in so many ways. You see what I'm talking about? It's a cruel game, but I've seen it in my 20s, how so much more was added to the layers, so that organizations like the Black Panther, Rainbow Coalition, and other coalitions wouldn't find a way to resonate again like such and help on the inner part, being that the outer circulated with so much of that monopoly. See how it go? Or that you couldn't spring that up if you wanted to in so many ways because of attention on the bigger part, bigger monopoly outside. And so many of us bought into it. That's okay, don't worry about it. You have to go through something to get to something, right? So we bought into it and then depleted our inner. Go look at your inner city now. This is the thing. Go look at your middle class. This is the thing. So how do we bring it back? You start being the movement. That's it. Because you had people outside, like you're saying, moving us, swaying us. You ain't voting? Go vote. Boo boo. Hey, and da and pop that and woo woo and that. I'm lying. That's the acting and all that stuff. Hollywood come up, get you to vote, change da. Vote. See what I'm talking about? The movement. Instead now, when you divest off that Kool-Aid because you like, when you start becoming an intellect, you just talent, singing and dancing. Let me see your GED. Let me see your college degree. Let me see your electoral, your theologian, your saying things out here, speaking out the side of their neck, son. So, and we got the following. To each his own. If it was good follow of only you know, because you got something out of it, right? You got who got their chain? Because you was fine, got their chain, got their gold, silver, platinum. Who got their Jesus, please? No shade on my brother. No, huh? Huh? Who running around with 50,000 in their pocket right now? Like, huh? Yeah. So what we expect? What I expect is our young folks to be just like they are, because I know what they've been following, who they've been following. Thus, never point the finger at them. You ain't the problem. People want to make you think you the problem. You were created to be like this. The 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 pavement was laid for you to be all out of bounds like this. Not necessarily us. We just got caught in it. Even us trying to think about this. Even us, think about this. Even us trying to get off what we was caught in. We was caught in, you can't do this, you can't talk, you can't speak life into people, you can't influence, you can't do this, you can't do that. You a old killer, gangbanger. Hey teacher, shh, just teach. Hey basketball player, shut up, just dribble. Hey rapper, you ain't got no influence. See what you weren't taught? You know why? Once upon a time, you ain't have to be taught that stuff. It was already in you. Huh? What happened? We talked about it. We talked about it in the songs. Come on now. What happened? It went dormant. Say it. All of it. All of it. It went dormant. Huh? It went dormant. So being that it go dormant, the reason why it resonate with you now, right? Because you seeing people that it didn't go dormant, or how dare we allow that fire within us to die down. Come on, beloved. Come on. Understanding that some of us, that fire get lit when the wrong thing said, when the wrong thing did, when things don't look right. And it don't matter who speaking. That's who we are. Because we see people for this. And we see people for this. Alignment. You starting to understand, as you get aligned, more can come out you, and more, when the more come out you, is power. When you align, it does kill people's demons that ain't been aligned for so long and been working out of line, but had the perception of everybody else thinking they were in line. Those folks go and try to dissect, bring despair, try to hamper people's lives who work to be aligned and balanced, because people know you don't have to sell truth. You don't have to sell philosophy and wisdom. You don't have to sell love. Just be it. Just show it. Just encourage it. And you don't have to sell empowering people. See how it go? Have we not proved that? And the last, you don't have to sell yourself. You don't have to sell yourself. Now, by following them things and terminologies and what you go through on that level. Do you have to compete? Yeah. You have to fight for your right to be who you are, who you choose to be, with your fellow man and woman, because of what we chose our society to only allow to be, to only allow to be, not challenge to accept other views, and challenge to see things other ways, and challenge that you're gonna have to deal with me whether you like it or not, because I'm in my human right. And knowing that as long as I'm in my human right, I'm well within the law of the rights we are, the right to be here. So are you. But I continue to encourage for us to be right, know what right is, know what right look like. Many of us don't know, baby, y'all, some of y'all don't know what right look like. I don't care if you're 25, almost 25 to 30. You know why? Because that's how long right ain't been around. See I'm getting at? That's why so many of y'all are sucked in and trapped in, and it's not your fault, because you never seen what right was in the first place. Yeah. 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 The example of it is you'll walk off a job just like that. No qualms about what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, what my baby gonna wear, da-da-da, where I'm gonna live, these bills, da-da-da. Where that I ain't leaving this job until I know I got another one. And be all up in the bathroom at noon and at lunch. Hey, y'all got an opening over there? Y'all do? Give me 2 weeks. I'm finna drop these papers. I'm gonna drop these papers in 1 week. Can I get them in? All right. Yeah. Y'all ain't got no opening? Dang! When y'all gonna have an opening? In 3 months? All right, I'm gonna stay over here at this milkman job. Or we career it. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't them folks. But I understand it because I understand what your next is. And your next, because it's old stuff out here. Old cars building, old generators, until the spaceships and all that y'all gonna love that stuff. Yeah. What you do today, baby? You gonna tell Connor, your wife, what you do today, baby? Shoot, lady, baby, I had to fix this flying one-man thing, and then I had to test drive it. What'd you do? I test drove it to London and came back. Huh? Yeah, y'all's gonna be different, man. Far different. All this living on top of each other. My beloveds out there, I got some vanilla beloveds. Shout out to them. Some Witwickies. You might want to go watch Transformer again. Antarctic is melting out there. Witwicky. Bird was his last name. Bird, Rick. Yeah. That was his daddy, right? Yeah. Finding some things out there. That ice melt, you're gonna find a lot of things out there. Not just finding things out there, beloved. The young folk, you gonna be living on them outer perimeters they ain't been letting nobody live. Or they thought nobody knew about. This world bigger than what you ever thought. You're gonna figure it out. You know why? Because you're gonna be more in the sky than we ever was. See, we just fly commercial. Fly over here. You know, they don't be letting you fly nowhere. Fly too much. Don't close the windows. But who be knowing who been knowing if your world was flat or round? Who been knowing? I'm just trying to bring in some intellect that we need to start. You know what I'm talking about? We too in-house with the place where your granddaddy, your great, all them and fussing about I'm lying. Go back to the 60s and go watch some politicians or some debates and stuff. Take the 60s, then go to the 70s, and then go to the 80s. You getting it? To the 90s. See what's changed in the nothing. Same. Same. Talk is the same. That's just to wake you up and pitch you in. My pitch gotta go. So what you think time it is now? I'm telling you, I got 25, 35. I don't want to be talking about this in 10 more years. I damn sure don't want to be talking about this in 85. At 85. At 85, I should be in somebody's time machine talking about, y'all better make sure I get back and get there. How many times y'all done did this? Oh, Mr. Sean, we did this 10 million times. Okay, total recall. We just here to spearhead this forward. Keep our balance, comprehend all this stuff. You, us, all going through a purge. Go like that. Go like that. You going like this because you, Sean, I want to be part of future though. I don't want to be part of no purge. I ain't trying purge. What we purging? We purging those that don't want what we talking about in the future. See, to do the things that we're going to do in the future, you're going to have to be like this. U-N-I-T-Y. That's what we talking about with you and me. U-N-I-T-Y. Don't it make sense? I said it before. If we sit up with all this tension and animosity and stuff, and we still trying to shoot each other in cars, drive-bys, rob the armored bank cars, do all kinds of crazy stuff. Lord, please, come on, y'all. Come on. Just put your cap on. Think on it. Imagine that same society. Here you go. That same society. What we gonna do? Fly-by, drive-bys? Who we gonna rob when the money digital? Man, you know the only thing in that armored car is pennies and coins and stuff. They taking it from the machine and stuff like that. That one gonna get to. And like, what y'all got? And then you got these billion pennies in the house and stuff. Like we done done some stuff. And you know dang well if we just sneeze and the cops say, who shot that gun? And come over and like, well, y'all get all these pennies and rolls and stuff. Who y'all done rob? And where you finna spend this at? We digital. Is that the whole point? That might be the point. Keep robbing. No, don't put that out there. Well, they keep messing with the armor trucks to force us to hurry up and go digital. Which a lot of us so damn scared to go digital because like, God, who do I call? Who do I call? That machine, that automated machine talking about, can you hear me? I did not hear your numbers. You know, all that stuff. Move the puzzle over this way to show you're not a robot. By that time, robots be on the damn thing anyway. Shit. Robots gonna be in a relationship with you. Now how that gonna work? I'm asking judges and stuff like that, people to Congress, all this stuff. Okay. So, next video. Watch this. I'm the one. Love you.